Thanks for joining me today. Go ahead and join me down on your mat. And if you have a yoga block and a stretchy strap or a towel would do, or a small ball, you could use a tennis ball. I prefer a small inflatable ball, but whatever you have, you can make it work. You could even use a hand towel kind of rolled up. So once we get settled in here, just close off your eyes and allow your hands to fall naturally. You may notice that there's a bit of asymmetry in your body or that your breath is calm or choppy. See if you can just allow it and just take a noticing perspective as your body organizes towards its midline. And you come closer to homeostasis. And see if you can stay with your breath for another short bout until we start moving. Allowing your spirit to come all the way into your body and occupying your full volume. Go ahead and take your hands together, give them a gentle rub. Just coming around very gently and place your hands on your heart or anywhere on your body that's calling your attention. Could be your lower belly, your shoulder, the side of your neck, whatever needs extra support today. And send some kindness there, some curiosity, and an overall sense of gentleness. And then let's remove the block and replace it with our small ball or your rolled hand towel. And we'll move into a bit of mobility work. So we'll start with some passing, making a circle and allowing your eyeballs, your focus to follow the ball. Just pick a direction. It doesn't matter which way, but try and complete that circle, which will naturally organize your upper back and your neck. And then you can reverse it, keeping your eyes on the ball, following that circular pathway of motion, feeling the ground beneath your feet, and trying to be as relaxed as possible. And then let's take a little bit of circling or threading. We're going to take that ball and just loop it around one leg. So again, patterns like this I find to just be really naturally kind of organizing. So they have a bit of play to them. You have the visual focal point of an object to direct your attention. And just looping around your thigh, moving up the leg and moving down the leg. You can take as many or as few as you need to. Just let your intuition guide you. And then coming to a place of stillness. And then we're going to take it into a little bit of a swing, feeling kind of a pendular motion and allowing your weight to shift with that swinging motion. You can leave your other arm just down by your side, on your hip, tuck it behind your back. Find something that feels natural to you and connect to that swinging pendular motion. Weight is shifting and we will switch sides. Just imagine that you're going to toss that ball underhand really gently, but you don't let it go. Gliding, swinging, flowing. Shifting your weight, shifting your focus. And coming back to a nice parallel, toes are forward, and then we're going to take that ball and circle it around our body. Of course, if you want to add a little bit of variation, you could take it down low, wrapping around both legs all the way down towards your ankles, and then bring it back up, or you can just stay in kind of a soft knee bend like I'm doing here. Circling that ball, respecting the range of motion that you have inside of your body today. And then we're going to take the ball and we're going to tap it on our sacrum. So that triangle shaped bone at the base of our spine, not our tailbone. That's just the very tip of the sacrum, but the large triangle shaped bone at the base of your spine on the backside of your pelvis. Just give it a nice tap, a wake up call. Maybe do it with both hands, making sure that both halves of your body are involved in the motion. And then just stand nice and tall for me, really calm and grounded. And we are going to come down to the mat, come onto all fours, just place yourself there beautifully, tuck your toes under, and then place the ball under one hand and give it a bit of a play. I'm going to do some circles here. It doesn't need to be perfect. Just allow yourself to have a bit of an exploration. Notice that most of your weight is going to be on the opposite arm and same side leg. So if you're moving the ball with your right hand, your left arm and right leg will be supporting you. And whatever you do one way, make sure you just give yourself an opportunity to do it in the reverse. You could do some figure eights or circles, or just kind of some ball bearing movement. And then I'm just going to place the ball down and move my spine in a nice three-dimensional way. So getting a bit of flexion, side bending, and extension, and moving through that really beautiful arc, and then take it the other direction. Make sure that your pelvis is not only involved, but you're actually initiating the movement from your pelvis. Allow that big dinosaur tail to really swing. Swings to the side, it swings under, swings to the other side, and it swings up. And then we're going to roll on over to our back, and you're going to take the ball or the rolled up hand towel and place it somewhere that feels comfortable to you, either under the curve of your neck or the base of your skull. And I'm just going to take some little bitty circles leading with the tip of my nose, circling one way. You could also do figure eights if you prefer. And after I've done a few in one direction, I'm going to reverse it, going the other direction, staying nice and quiet and calm in your pelvis and sensing the ground with your feet. And then I'm going to take the rolled up towel or the ball and place it just on the inner edge of one shoulder blade. And you can, if you have a ball, you will have probably more success moving around a little bit if you'd like. If it's a rolled up towel, all you're going to do is just stay there and breathe. Just focusing your breath into that focal point on the inner edge of your shoulder blade. And then we'll take that on the other side. Of course, if that's feeling like it needs more time, please feel free to take this at your own pace. I'm just offering suggestions. You know your body best. I'm just going to take the ball there and breathe and soften and connect our brain to body, finding our shoulder blade on our back, finding the inner edge of the shoulder blade, and allowing it to connect to the object. And then let's take the ball or rolled up towel and place it right under our sacrum again. So if you have a ball, then you get to roll gently side to side. Make sure that your toes are all facing forward. And then just glide really gently side to side on the ball. If you have a rolled up towel, you might need to just use some imagery. Imagine that you're gliding side to side. And then we're going to reverse that direction and get a little bit of some pelvic tilt in either direction. So if you have a bowl of water sitting on your lower tummy, imagine that you're going to pour it off of your pubic bone and then pour it toward your belly button. And then we're going to take it to the other side. You're going to pour it off of one side of your pelvis and then the other side of your pelvis. And then let's connect all those dots. We'll do what's called a pelvic clock. So you're going to roll that water off of your pubic bone and then around to the other hip and then to your belly button and then to the opposite hip. And just keep that circular motion going. If you imagine that you were standing up, you would maybe be doing a belly dance type motion or some kind of easy hip motion through your hips and pelvis. So finding a circle, pouring that water off of your pubic bone, hip, pouring it towards your belly button, pouring it towards your other hip. It's all very intrinsic movement. It might not feel like much. If you're feeling a bit tight, you might not be able to even outwardly see a lot going on. Go ahead and take the ball and place it under your foot when you're ready. And we're just going to give our foot a little bit of a massage. If you have the hand towel rolled up, just place it perpendicular to the arch of your foot and allow your foot to just drape and spread over that hand towel, getting a little bit of a supported foot dome. After you've had a play on one side, just repeat the sequence on the other side. Either a bit of gentle movement or just a calm, domed foot spreading over that hand towel that's rolled. And then after you've enjoyed a bit of movement in that direction, you're going to support your head with the ball or the hand towel and go ahead and grab your stretch out strap or your full length towel, whatever you have available that you're going to use to get a little bit of a more static hamstring stretch. So loop it around one foot. If you're feeling a bit tight, I recommend bringing your support leg to a bent knee position with your foot grounded on the floor. And you want to find a place where you can just feel rested, where you're not fighting yourself. Just allow yourself to feel like you're resting in a sling or a hammock. Ideally, you want the back side of your leg, your hamstring, to feel like it's just relaxing into a hammock. And then let's bring that leg gently across midline. I've decided to open my other leg long because it felt better. So just taking that leg very gently across midline, and then you might not be able to see it great, but I'm actually moving my foot in such a way to get some extra length down the outer edge of my ankle. So I'm literally like putting my footprint on my camera lens, so to speak. So if you have a play there, and then you're going to take your leg a little bit away from midline. Now, this is more weight for your center to support, so you might not go very far. You only get to go as far as you can go without giving up your stability through your center and your anchoring leg. And then we're just going to release that foot and take it to the other side. So find a sweet spot where you feel like you can just rest in a hammock, rest in a hamstring hammock. And you might find that you want to experiment with a few different places. Find a place that feels calm and settled. Check in with your neck and your shoulders. Make sure they're still nice and calm and quiet. And then let's take that leg across midline, just as far as you can support comfortably. And then just gently roll that ankle so that your footprint is standing on, reaching towards the side of the room maybe. Mine is reaching away from the camera lens now. And then let's take it into some abduction. Go ahead and take your leg a little bit away from midline, staying nice and heavy through the rest of your body. And then just go ahead and lower your leg and let go of your prop and take your hands back together and just place them on that same place that we began. Maybe it was your heart, your lower tummy, whatever felt like it was drawing your attention. to create a little bit of an ending seal to finish our practice.